Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf.
I am George.
Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf?
I am.
All right, well, that was a sneak peek of the Madison Lyric Stage's Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? That show opens tonight.
Yes, and here in studio with us now are the show's two stars, Susan Culp and John Joman, who play the battling and boozing Martha and George.
You like that? Battling
That's
and
a very
boozing.
good description.
So you guys love each other, but you're very dysfunctional.
Yes, I mean, we say that ultimately it's a love story, but there's a lot of dysfunction there as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's a theme in everyone's life that they can relate to it, and if you have that basis of love, although maybe some loves are healthier than others, right?
It's really interesting that you're saying that, because I had a conversation with somebody recently and they were asking me if I thought this play was still relevant. And in the conversation, he was telling me, I think it's more relevant than ever after what we've just come through COVID, when a lot of couples were alone together in a house, maybe drinking more than they ordinarily do. And what happened to those marriages? Did it bring people closer together, or did it separate them?
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, in real life, it kind of did both. We saw a lot of people getting engaged and getting divorced.
But a little bit of each.
So, Susan, I guess it was said that the meaning of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf was really Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf.
Correct, yeah.
But tell us, if it's been a while since you've seen the famous movie with Elizabeth Taylor, or if maybe you're a younger generation, you haven't even really exposed yourself, except maybe reading it in school. I think we all read it in school. What is this story really about?
Oh my gosh, so many themes in this story. You know, I'm going to let John take that one. I hate to tell you.
So, on the surface, it's about George and Martha. He is a university professor. Martha is his wife. She is the daughter of the president of that university. And they've been married for 23 years, and they are disappointed in themselves and in each other. And they have this habit of inviting people over to their homes, and they play these games. So there are a variety of games that happen throughout the evening. Humiliate the host, get the guests, bringing up baby, you know, and somebody ends up being humiliated along the way. But I think also it's about truth and illusion. Truth and illusion keep coming up throughout the play. And Virginia Woolf wrote about truth, reality. She was an advocate of that. So I think because they're literary types at a university, it's a joke at first, and it's sung very frivolously. You know, who's afraid of Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf? And it's sung multiple times throughout the show until this kind of devastating end that you've just seen.
And we should say that you all have made this your own, so you don't necessarily have to have seen or read. You're kind of taking your own twist on it and sort of breaking it down. And I love what you're doing. You're doing my favorite kind of theater, which is actually theater of the mind. Even though you have the stage, it's very much dependent on your acting abilities, and I absolutely adore that. And congratulations to you two for doing a great job on that. But
thank you.
Tell us about your twist on this.
Well, we're doing a twist. There's darkness. There's as there is in the play anyway. But there's a little beginning twist that you'll see, a little middle of the show twist. I don't want to reveal what those twists are. We're doing it in period 1960s, which is not a twist, but I think it's the beginning. Mark's concept, who's our director at the beginning, and the middle sections, it's
like a tease.
A little tease that you should come in.
And you know, it's just so nice that people are coming back to live theater, and it opens tonight.
It opens tonight.
Can you still get tickets?
Yes, you can still get tickets. www.madisonlyricstage.org. And you know, as you were saying, I think our company is built around this kind of intimacy. We started in a barn. We started in a barn on my property, and over 10 years, it's kind of grown from there. And coming out of COVID, we were under a tent, more of a canopy tent, and people told us how much they liked that experience. So we made an investment this year into a proper tent with 4 walls. I mean, once you're inside, you don't even know that you're in a tent.
What's something great to do tonight? And again, we'll have the link also on greatdayct.com, so you can get tickets there. Thank you both for being here.